Hey friends, I'm scared. I don't know if you're scared, but I'm scared. And I'm not a fearful person, but I'm a sensitive person, and I pick it up and I'm getting it from the whole world, and it's an intense time. The coronavirus has hit us in North America. We're gearing up to get more of the intensity of it that other countries have experienced. And there's a panic. There, people are running to the stores, schools are shutting down, and there's a lot of anticipation of things getting worse. So I want to show you, guide you through a way to embrace this fear. As we do, I'm going to practice this with you to embrace the fear and process it so that it's not stuck inside of us. And when we process fear, we transform it into clarity, calm, courage, different things, not always the same thing. Sometimes it's more being alert and present. Sometimes it comes to being more clear and decisive and discerning. Other times there's a calm that comes, and sometimes there's a sense of courage. I have to do something that I'm scared and terrified to do. So we're going to see what comes. But the big thing here is we're going to practice embracing this fear, all the fears that are hitting us right now, consciously and unconsciously, internally and externally, that we're absorbing. So it starts with, there's a lot of different ways to do this. They're all body-based, right? Because we can think about it, we can plan, we have read all the articles, and we are taking all the action that we can, and we still can't sleep at night. It's still hitting our nervous system. It's depleting our immune system. The longer that fear stays inside of us circulating, the more it exhausts us, it saps our resources, and it makes us weaker physiologically. So we need to feel the fear, learn from it, and release it, allow it to go. So there are many ways to do that, all of them body-based, but I'm going to teach you one, and we're going to do it together, which is to me like the Dummies version. If you have like 5 minutes or 10 minutes, I can teach it to you. You can do it on your own. When it's 3 a.m. like last night and I couldn't sleep, I could try all of these different ways that I have learned to really move through emotions quickly. But I need to be fully present, rested, alert, focused, and supported. And I don't feel that way at 3 a.m. So I just tap. I do the E.F.T. tapping. And you can do more research online. We're just going to dive right in. There are all these meridian points all along the body that if you've ever done acupuncture or acupressure, you know that when you touch those points, tap them, or put a needle in them, it releases some energy. Now, there's a lot more science and all that behind it, but we're just going to do it. It's simple, it's painless, there's no risk. What I find it does is it settles my nerves when I'm too keyed up, or it picks me up when I'm too low. And fear can do that. It can exhaust us and make us like depressed and powerless, or it can jack us up. So we're going to tap. And I'm going to teach you one round really quick. I'm going to teach you the points in a minute or so. And then we're going to add frames to help empower us, to remind us of our choice. That will help to transform some of the fear that's circulating in our body. Okay, so the first part, we're going to learn the points really quick. Karate chop point, very light, very, very like you're touching a piece of paper. It's just a little vibrating inside of the fingers and thumb. You can touch either side, or you can do both. I like doing both. Now, some points you're gonna go, oh, that feels good. It's like soothing, right? It's like, I want to yawn, relax. Other times you're tapping something, I don't feel anything. So there's a whole sequence so that you don't have to think about it. That's the Dummies version part. You don't have to think about this. You tap, and your nervous system feels better. Okay? Now you add more layers to it, like breath work and the mental frames that I'm going to give you, and you'll see that that does even more. Okay? So we're going through the points really quick. We're doing the thumb now. I'm doing both sides because that's what I like to do. Now there's the top of the head. There's all these points. So I just kind of like raindrops falling on my head. I always think of that song. Then there's inside of the eyebrow. Now here's a place where we often carry a lot of stress and worry, and we're rubbing that part often, right? So we're just tapping the inside, either side, one or the other, just one side this time. Then the side of the eye, and we're already feeling a little better. We have a lot of unconscious emotions in the body we don't even realize. Under the eye, yeah, I didn't even explain that one. And now under the nose, and there's only 3 more points after this. Not a lot to remember. Under the lower lip, above the chin. And then there's this area called the sore spot under the clavicle. You can rub it and it gets sore after a while, so you just tap it. I just take all my fingers and just tap that area. Feels good. That feels really good. And then the last area is along the rib cage. There's a bunch of points, so I tap along those points. Okay, now we're ready to dive in. All right, so we're gonna start. We're gonna do a bunch of rounds around all the sphere, around the coronavirus. And we're going to start simple and obvious, and then I'm going to add some different things. If something doesn't feel true to you, don't say it. Finish the sentence in what feels right to you, okay? So I choose right now, first round is I choose to be aware. I choose to be aware that I'm not sleeping as well, and that I'm affected by worry and fear. I choose to be aware that for a while, I wanted to be in denial. I wanted to, God, it's not going to be so bad. It's not going to hit us. I choosing to be aware that there are moments of like overwhelm and panic. I'm not used to that. I don't think of myself as a fearful person. So I'm aware that I judge people for panicking and getting overwhelmed, and also judge people for being in denial and gaslighting. I'm choosing to be aware that credible organizations around the world, like the WHO, are declaring this a pandemic. It is real. It's really happening. It has infected hundreds of thousands of people, spread across the whole planet. And it is highly dangerous, especially to seniors. People are dying. And I know people die from the flu also. So that can be a danger too. And I'm aware that there are seniors and elders in my life that I really care about. I don't want them to die. Especially not like this. Not in quarantine, coughing and hacking. And I'm aware of all the different ways. I've been educating myself. My whole family's getting ready for how can we increase distance and protect ourselves and protect the people we love. And now I'm choosing, second round, choosing to be accepting of this. It's a deeper layer. I choose to accept that I am scared. Holy fuck, sometimes. It's bigger than I let on. I have vivid flashes of what if I got infected, because I'm in contact with a lot of people, and I see a friend recently and he's older, and what if I infected him and he dies? That's terrifying. And then the fear of being responsible for infecting other people, the guilt of that, the fear that I might share it with my family if I get infected. So you might have specific fears. So just accepting. I choose to accept that I'm feeling this fear. It doesn't mean that it'll come true. It doesn't mean that it's real, what I'm afraid of. It just means that I'm accepting the reality of that image, that idea in my head. It's there, and the fear is in my body. It's real. Oh yeah. And some of the things we're afraid of are really happening also. So they're also real objectively. Just accepting. The fear is here. Accepting that this feels good. This is helping me move through it, but the fear is really intense. So I'm going to measure my fear from a 0 to 10. 0, it's not, that's something of the past. It's not there. 5 is like, it's pretty intense. But I can manage it, put in a box. 10 is, it's like, it's panic, it's overwhelming. If I take all my fears right now, probably about 7. Sit between a 6 and a 7, going down a little bit with all this tapping and talking. I choose to be caring and considerate of others. Ooh, wow, that's powerful. I choose to see that my fear is trying to tell me to be caring of others, to consider others, not just my own comfort, not just, I'm healthy and I'm in my prime and I'm okay, but to go, holy shit, this, I really care about people in my life and I want to protect them. I want to keep them safe, even if that's inconvenient for me, even if that causes me more isolation and stress, even if I lose money because I'm not working as much. I'm doing that for the sake of other people I love, for the sake of my community, my family, my circles of friends and loved ones. I'm choosing to heed common sense and best practices around this virus to protect people I love. Yeah. What else can I choose? I'm choosing to have courage. I'm choosing to be courageous and stay home, but be courageous in other ways. Not be stupid, not be running around, going to big meetings with lots of people, hanging, taking the subway unless I really have to. I'm choosing to be courageous in ways that are smart. Getting closer to my wife. How else can I be courageous and smart? Just having fun with my family, letting go of work for a little bit, letting go of worrying about work and family and health and loved ones for moments to really suck the marrow of life, to be like, fuck, we're alive. These are dangerous times. We're alive together and we're loving each other and we're here. And this is our time. This is our time. We'll never get it back. Let's be here now. Let's live as fully as we can. Let's hold each other tight. Let's love each other more. I'm choosing to be courageous. How else can I be courageous? I'm choosing to reach out. Reach out to people. Make this video. It's like, fuck. People might watch this and think, what a jerk or weirdo. I'm choosing to share myself with the world in new ways. Adapting to the constraints and challenges and taking risks in other ways. Yeah. I'm choosing to focus instead on safety. Safety is a funny thing. There's no such thing as real safety, full safety. We can't Even if we lived in a bunker, we wouldn't be really safe, right? So I'm choosing to focus on resilience. How can I become stronger from this? How can I help my friends and family for us to become stronger, closer, our immune systems to get more resourced? And that's making me think of really practical things like, Doc, I need to sleep at the right time. Not just get enough hours, but I need to go to sleep at the right time when I'm really tired. I need to be on electronics less. I need to get outside in fresh air, nature, connecting with friends, texting, phoning, video calling, eating well. If I have the ability to choose my diet and my food, breathing more, stretching, exercising, really, really helping me to become stronger and more resilient. My family's counting on me. I'm choosing to become more resilient. Yeah. Now one more round about wisdom. I'm choosing to be wise about who I listen to. Not just, I could just be like, the internet is crazy, the health officials are lying to us. Or I could be discerning and trust science. I'm choosing to trust science. I'm choosing to trust credible sources about what's really going on and what to really be thoughtful about, concerned about, and preparing myself for. I'm choosing to be wise about my language. I am not afraid. I am maybe full of fear in some moments. I am experiencing intense concern, and I am doing something about it. I'm choosing to be wise and proactive and responsive instead of reactive. I'm choosing to trust. I'm also choosing to trust. A certain degree of trust. You can't know everything and verify everything, and a certain degree of trust. The information we're getting from the sources we're leaning on, counting on. Choosing to trust my family, my immune system, but also to take precautions, to be wise, to not leave my health and safety in someone else's hands entirely. So degree of trust, discernment. Now we're going to wrap it all up, okay? Last round. I am choosing what? You decide. I'm choosing to be aware. It's happening. All the stuff that's going on in the world is real. I accept it. I choose to accept it. I choose to be caring and considerate of other people. Their lives are at stake. I choose to make sacrifices, to do things that are inconvenient for the sake of health and safety and the lives of people that I love and even people I don't know, because they deserve to live. I'm choosing to be wise about how I spend my time, how much I focus on this, what I do about it. I choose to be proactive, decisive, take steps that I can now, and accept, we didn't talk about this yet, but accept the unknown. That's a big one, eh? Accepting the unknown. I don't know how bad this is going to get. I don't know who it's going to affect. I don't know if I'll get infected or not. Facing the unknown together. Staying connected. I choose to stay connected, to care about people I love, and I choose to focus on my resilience. Sleeping well, eating well, drinking water, breathing, moving, spending time with my family, staying at a distance from others. Yeah. A lot of choices here. I choose to embrace my fear, hold it close, and I choose to release it and let it go. I heard you. I got the message. Thank you very much. I don't need you in my face all the time. I choose to have boundaries with my fear, but to be touching it and feeling it and getting to know it. Oh, we're almost there, yeah. So I think in the weeks ahead, there's a lot that I can do and that I will keep in mind and in heart. I hope that you can find the strength and the courage to embrace your fears, listen to them, learn from them, release them, use this tapping to help you, because it's fucking intense, right? Let's not minimize it. Let's not freak out. And if we do freak out, and if we are hiding and in denial and avoiding, let's turn towards. Let's turn towards the thing that's terrifying, this virus. And at the same time, let's soothe our nervous system and tap and help us metabolize, digest, process, and transform the fear. So it doesn't paralyze us. It doesn't make us run or do stupid things. It just informs us. It teaches us. It wakes us the fuck up. And when it passes, we feel more courage. We feel more clarity, soberness, groundedness, aliveness, and even perhaps some calm. Till next time, be well, friends, and I hope you stay healthy and strong.